Srinivas, are you in?
Now?
Oh, hi there.
Hi. Sorry about the confusion. Yeah, I started the Kaggle, and then I found out that they have a meeting on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific, so it overlapped, and I would have booted them out otherwise.
All right, sorry. When you said you were using the Kaggle link, I was getting confused. I thought you meant one on Kaggle. I thought if you joined into a team and they had like meetups or something.
No, it was the
Yeah.
TWIML stuff. So I'm just using the another thing I do on Sunday mornings instead. It's easiest because it allows me to join by phone, and my computer still has the motherboard problem that I haven't seen.
Right. So are you on your phone now?
So yes. But
Does that
I'm
mean
on the
if I
computer for sharing.
if I share my screen, you can see it?
Oh yeah. Because this is just for audio. I'm on for video and stuff. I'm on the computer.
All right. I'll share my
By
screen
the way,
then.
I did try. Sure, and I did try your notebook already. I downloaded, uploaded to my Google Drive, and tried it.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, it complained about not being able to copy a couple of files, for example. And then I went in and checked. I'll show you. Show you what I see.
Yeah, like it might be that I need to make the bits that it's trying to download public as well.
Yeah, I don't know whether it is that or let me know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see a woman running down a beach.
Yeah. See, and then it ran this NumPy data thing.
Yep.
And when I said data, then it showed me these things. But then, if you notice, it says that it can't find these two files, which made me suspicious.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, so it pulls over the NumPy data, okay. I think I've shared that, and then it pulls out using whatever it's called. I can't remember the thing to pull across a shared file. But then the CSV files, I think it just tries to copy them using like a normal file copy from Google Drive. So either I would need to, I'm not sure if I can share that. I think if I share those, then you need to change them to G down links or whatever, or else just have the files yourself.
Yeah, I can probably
Can you show
I can download those files. But
can you show me your screen?
Sorry, go ahead.
Can you show me the notebook when you run it?
Yeah. Are you not seeing?
No, at the minute I'm just like
screen?
No, at the minute I just like see your screensaver. As I say, all I can see is a woman on a beach.
Sorry, then I thought I was sharing something. Hang on. Let me. Oh, maybe. Might kick me out. Stop share. Okay, hang on a second. I thought I was sharing my. Which. Okay. it? So what you can see right now.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So
right,
this is the
yeah, the top bit there. Yeah, so like I'm setting up directories. So in my Google
correct.
Drive, yeah, so I have, yeah, a folder
Yeah,
called
and then
Brain
your
Tumor.
drive, but I copied the notebook onto my Google Drive, so I'm running it from my Google Drive. So when I initially run this, it asks for my password, and I
Yeah.
give it my password, so it should be on my drive, my Google Drive.
Oh yeah, but
So
you might need to have
and
those directory structures in your Google Drive.
yeah, that's what I was wondering, whether I need to create these first before
Yeah,
I
so
run it.
I think if you create a folder called Brain Tumor and then subdirectories off that called data and models.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because what happened is I ran this, it copied this, it even, when you do the bang ls data, it gave me this, but
Yeah,
then it also said these two things were in there, which made me suspicious. So I
yeah, that's
went and I, did root there, and it gave me my dir, but then base dir, and it doesn't have that. So
yep.
I was about this point when we got on the call. So I was thinking I'll probably need to create these directories and then run this. And if it still is not able to copy this, then I'll just download and upload to that particular directory these two files from Kaggle.
Um, yeah. So yeah, so the reason is pulled the other one over okay. Like if you look just up a bit further, if you can just scroll up a wee bit. Yeah, so here, so you can there you see that where it says the file IDS. Oh, you've gone past it now.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
down below a wee bit?
Yeah. Yeah. You have it here.
Yeah, so that there is like using that G down mechanism, and like that there's the unique ID of the file that's on my Google Drive for the NumPy array, like
Oh, I
zip
see.
file. And so like it's shared, and so you're pulling that off my drive, which is okay. Whereas
I
like
see.
the next two things, the CSV files, they're just using a standard file copy. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Um, I how would I would need to give you those. I don't know
No,
how
don't
to.
worry about it. Those two files I can get it from Kaggle anyway, right? So
Probably, yeah.
yeah,
And
I can just get them from Kaggle.
the other thing you would need to have is, have you got like what do you call it, a WANB account?
Yes, I did, and I set up on Kaggle. There is some, way I remember. I just select a particular thing in secrets or something, and then I just give it, uh, uh,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, like
name and a use ID. And I did that already to run your notebook. But how do I do it on Google Colab?
on Colab, yeah, a bit further down, there's the bit where it tries to log into WNB, whatever weights and biases. And like when it reaches that cell, it'll ask you to, it'll pop up a link or whatever and say, click here to go to WNB. And then it sort of gives you something to copy and you just paste it in and it saves it in a cookie in your
Oh,
browser. And
okay,
then,
okay.
so you should be
So
okay
that's
with that.
that's kind of what I need to do when I run this.
Yeah. Yeah. So you should be able to run this now if you had those two files. I think that's the only thing that's
Okay.
missing. Um,
And where did you say I change it to Flare? Was it up here someplace where you're actually setting the
yes. So
modes or what?
up near the top. Yeah. After it's finished. Yeah. Up near the top, there's a
Scan type.
yeah, in that config there. Yes, in the config
Okay.
there.
Here you're saying make this Flare.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see the four scan types above it, or
Yeah.
um,
Right.
yeah, so it needs to match with the case as well. So it needs to be, if you're doing flare, it needs to be flare in capitals. Yeah, so at the minute I've
Yeah.
got like the T1 WCE running, and then
Okay.
yeah, so what there's like a lot of stuff in it down below as well. I put in all the like the Torch IO stuff. So it is using some of that. So there's like a lot of bits and pieces pop up. And then the bit down the bottom, it just puts itself into a loop going through 5 folds, um, trying
Okay.
to train them. Yeah, so, but yeah, I think
Okay.
you're just,
Yeah, I'll
I
just
think,
get those two files,
yeah, I think you're just missing
create the
them. And
folders, and then try running it.
yep, I think that should work okay.
Okay. I'll give it a shot and then run Flare. And it, how long does it take to run? Roughly.
You've definitely got GPU turned on in this runtime, don't you?
Yeah, I'll do that. I do.
Yep. It's about 20 minutes, 22 minutes or something per epoch.
Oh, okay. That's
But yeah, like I've been trying it all day, like different sort of combinations of like different layers and whatever, just to, yeah, like try and get ones, as I showed you the other day, like with the rock curve above the line, and get it to sort of
right.
like it at least be better than sort of 50% at
Right.
accuracy or whatever. Um, so unfortunately, I haven't got very far with that. Um, so I was just looking there. Yeah, like the notebook out of our collection, the one that we have that's the best is one by like the Mayhill did, which was a copy of somebody else's.
Yeah, yeah. That's
But
basically what he and I had been playing with, and then it's around 0.6 something. But
yeah, but the thing about
I
it
don't have a
is,
lot of faith in it because it doesn't learn much. It's just, I think it's totally random.
yeah, like I think it is just, it's like basically it predicts between 0.45 and 0.65 with, yeah, like everything just the vast majority of predictions about 0.5. So basically, it's not sort of saying, yeah, you've got MGMT or not or whatever. So, but it seems to be like a lot of the higher scoring notebooks are all doing that. They're just sort of being around 0.5 and not saying anything. So,
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's um, why I feel the best thing we can do is take a methodical approach. And then now the hard part in what we are encountering is whether to go with. So do you have each of all of the individual types run and all of them are about the same, or is any one of them slightly better than the other? By that I mean, is Flare or T1W or any one of those better than the others?
well, originally when I'd sort of like analyzed it in 2D, T1W had given me the better results. But now when I was doing it in the 3D one, it looked as if T1WCE, the contrast enhanced ones, were slightly better. So I'd been running them, but
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, so I had just been sort of playing about with different um, transforms and stuff to see if I could get it up a bit. But
Okay.
and
So
yeah, like
different,
yeah,
a
but
different.
yeah, so obviously running out of time now, so I was just going to try and
Right.
get like as many, I'm not sure how many I can get done now in the time, and just, yeah, like put each one in. um
Yeah, I think, I mean, in case we don't connect, I think personally, I would just submit a single one, which has meaning. By single, I mean, you know, if you are now seeing T1WC to be the best, then just submit that one with your current, with your methodology
yeah,
of segmenting, and then 3D. And the second one, if and have you tried ensembling any of even two of them or three of them or any of them together with your approach?
Yeah, so like the last submission I did was an ensemble of two of them, and yeah, like
Okay. And how did that? Was that worse or better?
Oh, it was better. Yeah, so like
Oh, okay.
it took me all week to just get the inference kernel running. It just there's like so much going on. It ended up I had to put like sort of tries and catches around everything just to like catch everything. It looks to me as if that there's maybe some images missing out of the test data that I can't see. So I eventually, yeah, like it was only sort of yesterday that I finally got it working. So yeah, this morning was like sort of the first actual sort of proper submission. So it went from what 0.47 to 0.53 when I moved from using one model into like ensembling on two models. Yeah.
Cool.
So I was hoping if I can get some more of these ones through, that hopefully like each one adds a bit, because it's basically they're sort of voting to say if it's MGMT or not. So obviously the more I have, and like as long as they have sort of validation accuracy over 0.5, then you would hope that they're sort of better than random.
Yeah. And also I think, I mean, even the bogus runs that Mehul and I had did show that the modalities are not correlated. So I think that's good, because then ensembling them ought to improve things.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Yeah. So yeah, so like at the minute I've got it in the two models I've got, they sort of agree on maybe sort of half of them and disagree on half of them. So at the minute I've got an average of 0.5 for half of the results. So I was hoping if I do another one, it'll sort of spread that about a bit.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, I would still submit one with using the single mode that gives the single type that gives you the best, and another one which how much ever you're able to get done ensembling. And I'll try running with the flare in the next hour or so, and if I see some results, I'll let you know.
Yeah, so if you could, yeah, because it's the type I haven't done yet. So if you could run that, and if you get one that sort of looks half okay, then we can stick it in as well.
Yeah. So I think I would just submit both of them following your approach, but one maybe with a single type that gives you the best, and if it's the WCE, then that should whichever one is best, and the other one which is a combination of ones that you've been able to run so far.
Yeah. Do you not want? Do you don't want to
submit? If three complete, sorry.
You don't want to submit Mehul's notebook?
No, I think. I mean, I know what he was doing and what I was doing, and mine is 0.62, is 0.65, but basically, in neither of those do we rely on any segmentation whatsoever or any kind of, well, I mean, that's not entirely true. It's he reduces it to 32 by 32.
Yeah.
Right. So size, but it's the entire thing. Meaning there's no segmentation input whatsoever. So at least, I mean, from a method perspective, I just can't see. I mean, you can always get lucky, but like you said, I mean, I'm if I were voting, I would still vote for an ensemble with your approach, or and the second being a single best mode with your approach, and I wouldn't submit the Mehul as the second one, because to me that's just a wasted submission, because it's just totally I mean, it's just take this thing. I mean, of course it does something about, it takes the 3D stuff, but there's no segmentation, no attempt to reduce, or focus in on the tumor in any way.
Yeah, no, it just
So
does
I'm very
seem to
deeply
depend on them.
skeptical.
Yeah, like it just
Sorry.
does. His notebook just seems to depend on whatever seed you choose for your random number generator.
Right. Exactly.
Uh,
So having played with it myself and seen how much it varies and stuff, it varies by about 0.05 in either direction.
right.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
it can be 0.65, 0.6, but it is consistently. One thing I would say is it is at least with the um, uh, scoring. By that I mean, not the validation, but the test data. It consistently gives in the 0.5 high, meaning 0.59 to 0.65 range. But here's the problem with that. I simply, in this particular competition, I simply don't trust the validation. I mean, I simply don't trust the test data because it's small. So if
Yeah.
with 5 folds you're getting 0.53, any day I'll take that compared to a 0.59 or 65, which is totally random.
Okay, doke. Well, yeah, I'll try that and see then.
Yeah. So
So
I mean, if I were voting, then I would vote for both submissions using your methodology, because at the end of the day, something which generalizes should have some methodological rigor behind it, rather than just, well, we used some seeds and we did this and we slammed everything together and look what results we got.
yeah, sure. Okay, doke. I shall. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Um,
Yeah, I'll
yeah.
run
So
this and I'll let you know. I'll download those 2 files, and if I encounter any issues with the 1D stuff, I might have a question, but otherwise I think I should be good.
okay, cool. Yeah. So if you get anything generated, just like send it over, or if you have trouble with getting those 2 files, let me know, and I'll sort of see if I can get them to you another way.
Will do. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Speak to you later.
Yeah. Yeah.